why don't we get started? Okay,
Sounds good.
okay. The meeting of the Roxbury Planning Commission, Thursday, June 9th at 2022, 7:30 p.m. Call to order. Identification of members, roll call. And if you please would, Peter Philos, chair.
Chris Cody, member.
Lorenzo
Well,
Gaudioso, alternate. Do you need
Well,
a seat tonight?
If it's okay with everyone, we'll seat Lorenzo as a regular member to have our quorum.
All right.
Okay.
So Lorenzo, member.
Okay.
Deirdre,
Approval
you're
of the
on mute.
minutes. I'm sorry,
Deirdre's on mute.
I'm on mute.
I'm unmuted.
No, Deirdre was.
I'm unmuted. Oh, did you get me before? Deirdre
Oh,
Daly, secretary?
Okay. So that's fine. So we have four. That's better than three. We'll take four. All right. Now, approval of minutes. Did everyone get the minutes and the attached to the email?
Yes.
Did you have a chance to read it?
Yes.
Any questions, concerns, thoughts about it?
No,
No, look good.
Okay, can I get a motion that the minutes of May 12th, 2020 are accepted as read?
motion to approve May 12th, 2022 minutes as written.
All in
And I'll
favor?
second.
Oh, I'm sorry, second by Christine.
Yes.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So, okay, you got that out of the way. That gets us right to new business. And what I would like to do, explain to you as to what the addition to our agenda will be for this evening. The request for this particular item came in after the minutes were written. And what it is that we got a request from the Wood subdivision that we had approved at I don't exactly remember what the dates were, but it was approved in April 25th.
Yeah.
April 25th. The request is for a 90-day extension of the current expiration date of the time period required to submit all the proper documentations which were subject, of which the approval was subject of. And I'll just read to you the types of items that are required to submit for 90 days after the appeals period expires. So 90 days after the appeals period, which expired after 15 days of the approval, they have 90 days to submit all the documentation, which would be like items such as lot
Excuse
owner
me, Peter.
association. I'm sorry.
Excuse me, Peter, before you get into it, do you want to do a formal motion to add it to the agenda and then
Yes,
speak
but
about
I
it?
just want to explain what it was, but let's do that. Why do that? Yeah, I agree with you. Could I have a motion to accept the addition of the request of the extension on the Wood subdivision for this meeting?
I'll make a motion to accept that.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, now let me get back to my lengthy explanation. Okay, now the extension they're asking for actually would not be necessary to get after August 8th. And that is a date where the current 90 days would expire. However, in anticipation, and the regulations allow that, they can ask for an extension ahead of time, just in case there's some issues that may not allow them to have all documentations ready for submittal. And that is perfectly acceptable. And of course, it's acceptable if the request for the additional extension is made in a timely manner, and it certainly is, because we have until August the 8th on the current timeline. So there's no reason why we cannot accept the extension approval. Are there any questions?
No.
No,
Okay, well then, let me make a motion to accept the approval of the request of the extension for an additional 90 days beyond the August 8th expiration date of the current submittal process timeline.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, that takes care of that. And the reason that I did this first was because I thought it was the quickest one to dispatch with. And that brings us to the proposed amendment to the Roxbury zoning regulations. And I see it's right on the screen. And let me just very quickly explain what it's all about. Currently, we use the term character about 40 times in our current regulations. To me and to anyone else, that's logical. Character was never meant to identify any particular person. It was meant to identify conditions of the land, such as it is spelled out in the request of the letter from Bill Corrigan. And but the request is being made from the powers that be that we have to should change it to be more, since it was mentioned 40 times in our current regulations, there should be a definitive explanation as to what character means. And what the proposed new definition to be added to section 20 of the zoning commission would be character, where the regulations refer to the character or retaining the character of a district, neighborhood or community or surrounding area character is defined by the rural and other physical site features that provide a sense of place, including natural features such as soil types, terrain, slopes, ridgetops, horizon, lines, rock outcroppings, watercourses, ponds, rivers, floodplains, wetlands, stream belts, endangered species, wildlife habitat, prime and important farmland, soils, pastures, and other unique and fragile features, including stone walls, tree-lined roads, dirt roads, scenic views, hillsides and valleys, forests, meadows, and by streetscapes, historic structures, features and settings, and other architectural elements of the particular area or zone, where these regulations refer to character of a proposed use and harmony of that use with a town, district, or neighborhood. Character is defined by the location, type, size, scale, proportion, appearance, and intensity as per legal definition of the proposed use. So there's, by no stretch of the imagination, it was meant for anything other than just that, what I just read. And that's the amendment that they like to put in as a one-time definition of the word character. Okay, and the request is that please review the proposed amendments and provide comments as to the compatibility with a town plan of conservation development. And I can only say that there's no doubt that the word character applies to all these items I just read and which are currently on your screen, and what character means in reference to land use. So what I would like to do is simply answer in the affirmative in terms of to this proposal that it certainly conforms with. I'll make a motion that that we are in agreement that it totally conforms with the plan of conservation development, and express our positive answer to amend the regulations as presented.
I'll second.
Are there any questions or concerns?
No.
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So ordered. Okay. That pretty much wraps up this wonderful, exciting meeting of this evening. And what we have is the chairman's report, which there is none. I'm sorry, I can't entertain you any further. There are some communications that were attached to your package of items that were sent to you, emailed to you. I recommend you read them for the purpose. And in fact, there was one item outlined, Julie. Would you bring that up again? There was a star, but there was a note. Short-term rentals are also permitted as the use of the single-family dwelling. Okay, well, that was kind of obvious, but it's a good addition. As we're working on a regulation to respond to the requirement of having a affordable housing policy on our books, and we're working on that, and it's going through the process of the normal approval process that we need to get this done. that's all I have to say for this evening. Are there any questions, any thoughts, any concerns?
No.
No?
No one. Okay. In that case, I will make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you for your time. And
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Everybody, good night.
Good night.
have a great evening, you all.
You too.
Good night.